Son, daughter, how good it is that you stopped for a moment to listen to me. How good it is that you interrupted the rush of the day, the restless thoughts, the doubts that were piling up inside you, just to listen to me. That simple and pure gesture already opens doors in the spiritual world. I saw when you doubted, when you almost went on without giving importance to this pause, but something inside you, that soft whisper you feel and don't always understand, drew you here. And now that you have given me this moment, this precious instant of your time, I say to you with all my love, you will not regret it, because what is about to happen in your life is not small. It is not common. It is not something that logic will explain, but your heart will recognize it. Yes, son, yes, daughter. The coming days will bear marks of my presence, marks of my care, marks of my faithfulness. I am preparing something that will deeply move your inner being. It will shake you in a way that does not destroy you but rebuilds you. It will impact you in a way that does not frighten you but calms you. It will reach you in such an unexpected way that you will look around and realize that I, your father, was always orchestrating everything. Do you remember that prayer you made in silence, with your head bowed, with eyes full of tears? You thought I didn't hear it because no one else did, but I was there. I was in that room. I was there in the early morning. I was on that crowded bus. You called out to me in your thoughts. I was there in that moment when you thought of giving up, but something made you keep going. You must know that nothing went unnoticed before me. I counted every tear, treasured every silent outpouring, valued every step of faith you took, even when everything seemed meaningless. And so now I tell you, get ready. Because your seed was not in vain, your cry was not in vain, your faithfulness in the midst of loss, your hope in the midst of chaos, your trust even when you couldn't feel me, none of that was ignored. Heaven recorded it, and the harvest has already begun. Son, daughter, I see how you have tried to stand firm even when no one notices. You fight internal battles, you demand of yourself, you blame yourself, you hide. But I do not see you with eyes of accusation, I see you with eyes of grace. And that grace, so sweet and so powerful, does not leave you in the same place. It lifts you up, repositions you, cleanses you from within. And I, the Lord who formed you in the womb, who knows you even in your deepest thoughts, say now, I have not moved away, not even on your worst days, not even when you thought you had disappointed me, not even when you believed you were not worthy to speak to me. I never abandoned you because my love is not based on your performance. It is based on the covenant I made with you, a covenant of father and child, a covenant sealed with blood, the blood of the Lamb that cleanses all sin and restores all identity. If you believe this, say in your heart, I believe. Because when you say, I believe, something moves. Faith is not understanding. Faith is trusting even when you do not understand. And that is what I am honoring today, your faith in the midst of darkness, your faith in the midst of exhaustion, and your faith even when it seemed nothing would change. Now listen carefully, something good is coming, something so good, so pure, so unexpected that it will remind you that I still do miracles. It will remind you that I still open doors. It will remind you that I still change stories. And this story you are living now is still being written. It does not end here. The next chapter will be marked by new beginnings, by sincere smiles, by inner peace, by open doors that no one can close. So do not let yourself be dragged down by the discouragement that tries to pull you to the ground, that sadness that sometimes appears out of nowhere, that shows up when you are alone, that makes you think nothing will change. It is a lie, because I'm already changing things, even if you haven't seen it with your eyes. Your spirit has already begun to perceive it. You have already noticed that lately you are more sensitive. You have noticed that some things that used to go unnoticed now touch you more deeply. That is not weakness, it is transformation. I am softening your heart. I am removing the burdens you carried out of obligation. I am showing you what really matters. And as I speak to you, as you listen to me now, I say, I do not speak in vain. My words do not return empty. When I declare something, it is fulfilled. And now, in the name of my love for you, I declare, you will live days of restoration, days when you will look back and say, it was worth waiting. You will smile again without guilt. You will rest again without fear. You will dream again without blockages, because I am restoring your trust. That trust that was broken by disappointments, by betrayals, by human silences. I am remaking it, and when I restore, I do it better than before, because I do not just give you a copy. I give you something new, something that no one can steal, something that is born out of intimacy with me. And that is why I brought you here, to remind you, you have not been forgotten. You are seen. You are wanted. You are known. You are mine. And what is mine I keep, I care for, I protect. Even if the world says otherwise, I say you have value, son, daughter. This moment between us is more than a prayer. It is a reconnection. It is as if heaven itself stopped just to listen to you. And in fact it did, because I care about every detail of your life. I know about the bills that are tight. I know about the fears you do not voice. I know about the ties that still hurt. I know about the thoughts that try to paralyze you. But I am greater than all of that. I am the one who turns weeping into dancing, who turns pain into a bridge to healing, who takes your pieces and makes a new vessel, more beautiful, more resilient, more full of purpose. So listen, do not reject this process. Do not run from this reconstruction. It may seem lonely now, but it is necessary. It is in that place where I speak the loudest. It is in that place where I teach you to recognize me even without visible signs, because when you learn to perceive me in the silence, you never feel alone again. And I know, yes, I know, there are moments when nostalgia squeezes your heart as if with invisible hands. Moments when the absence of some people is not only felt but screams, echoes in corners of your soul you didn't even know existed. Sometimes you smile on the outside, but inside you are trying to drown the pain of a presence that will not return. You tidy the house, do your chores, talk with others, but inside you wonder, does anyone notice that I am bleeding inside? And it is there, right there, where no one sees that I draw closer. It is in that lonely place, in that valley where memories hurt and silence weighs, where I sit by your side, envelop you, hold you, embrace you, with a love that does not require masks, does not require perfection, does not require you to be okay all the time. A love that understands your deepest silences, that does not force you to forget, but teaches you to remember with peace. Because my love is like that. It endures. It holds up the weight no one else can carry with you. It lifts you when your strength is gone. It whispers hope when your heart can only hear the sound of mourning, of loneliness, or nostalgia. And it is that love, son, daughter. It is that love that does not fail. It is that love that will heal you with time, that will show you that even what was lost was never outside my care. Because I care for what remains, and I also care for what is gone. And even that which you thought you could not bear, you survived and you are here. And that is a sign that there is still something beautiful I am writing. Now, before you go on with your day, stop for a moment. Take a deep breath. Silence everything around you. Feel my presence where you are. You do not need a perfect place. You do not need to be in a church. You do not need background music. You do not need a ritual. You only need to allow me to enter. Close your eyes for a second and invite me in, because it is in the invisible where true transformation begins. It is in the depths where no one else reaches. It is in the intimate where secret thoughts dwell, unspoken feelings, stored traumas, stifled cries. That is where I work. I am healing wounds you did not have the courage to show anyone. I am removing burdens you had become used to carrying. I am undoing pacts your mind made with pain, with lack, with loneliness, with guilt. I am breaking invisible chains, undoing unconscious alliances with the lie that you are weak, abandoned, or insufficient. I am cleansing your emotions with my spirit, and as I do so, I also remind you, you are mine, you are chosen, you are loved, you were set apart from the womb. Within you is an eternal purpose that goes beyond your mistakes, beyond your failures, beyond your fears. And I, the Lord, am jealous for what bears my name. Nothing, listen to this carefully, absolutely nothing can frustrate my plans for you. Not lost time, not wrong paths, not hasty decisions, not what others did to you, not what you yourself did. Because when I look at your life, I do not only see what you are now, I see what I projected you would become. And my vision is eternal. It is not limited to the moment. It is not affected by your falls. I see the end from the beginning, and that is why I keep betting on you, even when you feel like a failed project. I call you a living promise. Even when you see yourself as a broken vessel, I see you as a work being rebuilt in my hands. And when I restore, no one can undo it. When I lift up, no one can bring down. When I send, no one can stop it. And yes, difficult days will still come, the wind may blow again, circumstances may rise up, but you will no longer be the same, because now you know who holds you, now you know to whom you belong, now you know the voice of your shepherd. And when doubts try to invade your mind, come back here, listen to me, seek me, because I always speak. I have never been silent. You only needed to silence the world a little more to hear me clearly, because whoever listens to me walks with direction even when everything around seems chaotic. Whoever hears me walks with peace, even on unstable ground, because I am the light that disperses confusion. I am the compass that points the way. I am the hand that reaches out when your body has no more strength. And if you fall, because falling is part of the journey, do not be ashamed. I will be there, not with reproach, not with condemnation, but with redemption, with open arms, with restoration, with words that remind you that you are not your failure, you are my promise. So go with courage, go with the certainty that you do not walk alone. Go with faith, even if your feet tremble. Go lightly, even if your heart is still in process. Go with renewed hope, because what I have prepared for you goes beyond what you expect, because the new season has already begun. And it is not just a change of scenery, it is a change from the inside out. It is a time when what was held back will be released, when what was closed will be opened, when what was dead will receive life. You will see with your own eyes things you only dared to dream of before. You will live experiences you only contemplated from afar. You will touch promises that once seemed unreachable. Because I am the author of your story, and when I write with perfection. I write with details that time does not erase. I write with chapters that surprise, that move, that heal. And the ending, listen well, the ending is always one of victory, and not because you deserve it, but because I am faithful, because I am good, because I am your Father. And a Father who loves does not abandon, a Father who loves lifts up, a Father who loves prepares the best. And I prepared you for this time. I prepared you to withstand storms, I prepared you to walk on water. I prepared you not to give up in the midst of the desert. Now I send you to live the new. I send you to live days of true peace. I send you to be a witness to the impossible becoming reality. And now, as you linger in this moment, let me draw you even closer, gently guiding your heart to places you may have overlooked. There are corners of your life, small and quiet, where I have been at work. Places where you have sown kindness without recognition, where you have chosen integrity even when no one was watching. These are not forgotten. They are seeds planted in hidden soil, and I am tending them, nurturing them to bloom in their season. You may not see the fruit yet, but trust that the roots are growing strong beneath the surface. There is a tenderness in your spirit that you sometimes view as weakness, but I want you to see it as a gift. The compassion you feel for others, the tears that come easily when you witness suffering, these are not burdens but invitations. I am inviting you to partner with me in healing the brokenness around you, to be a vessel through which my gentleness can flow into the lives of those who feel unseen. Your empathy is a bridge to hearts that have been closed off by pain. In the quiet hours of the night, when your thoughts wander and your worries seem to multiply, know that I am present in the silence. I see the questions you are afraid to voice, the uncertainties about your future, the concerns for those you love. Bring them to me one by one as a child brings their treasures to a trusted parent. I do not tire of your questions, nor am I impatient with your doubts. Every concern is precious to me, and I hold each one with care. There are relationships in your life that have become strained, conversations that ended with words left unsaid, connections that feel frayed and fragile. I'm working in those spaces, softening hearts, opening doors for reconciliation. Do not lose hope for restoration. Even when it seems impossible, remember that I am the God who specializes in mending what is broken, in weaving together threads that seem irreparably torn. I see the dreams you have set aside, the passions you have buried under layers of responsibility and routine. Some of these dreams were planted in you by my own hand, and though they have lain dormant, they are not dead. I am breathing new life into them, calling them forth in ways that will surprise you. Do not be afraid to revisit those desires, to allow yourself to hope again. I am the one who gives dreams, and I am also the one who brings them to fulfillment. When you feel the weight of comparison pressing down on you, when you measure your progress against the successes of others and find yourself lacking, remember that your journey is uniquely yours. I have not called you to walk someone else's path. The pace I have set for you is perfectly tailored to your growth, your healing, your purpose. Celebrate the victories of others, but do not diminish your own. I am delighted in every step you take, no matter how small. There are moments when the world's noise grows so loud that you struggle to hear my voice. In those times, seek out the quiet spaces, walk in nature, sit in stillness, let your soul breathe. I often speak in whispers, in gentle nudges, in the subtle beauty of a sunrise or the laughter of a child. Train your heart to recognize my presence in the ordinary, and you will find that I am never far away. I am aware of the fatigue that settles into your bones, the exhaustion that goes beyond the physical and seeps into your spirit. You have carried burdens for so long, sometimes for others, sometimes for yourself. Let me be your strength. Allow yourself to rest, not just in body, but in soul. True rest is found in surrender, in releasing what you cannot control and trusting that I am holding it all together. There are gifts within you that you have yet to discover, abilities, insights, and talents that will emerge as you step out in faith. Do not be afraid to try new things, to risk failure, to stretch beyond what feels comfortable. Growth often comes disguised as uncertainty. I am with you in every new endeavor, guiding your hands, steadying your heart. You may wonder about your purpose, about the reason for your existence in this vast and complex world. Know that you are not an accident, nor are you here by chance. I have woven you into the fabric of this time and place for a reason. Your presence matters, the kindness you show, the encouragement you offer, the love you give. These are threads in a tapestry that only I can see in its fullness. There are seasons when waiting feels endless, when prayers seem to echo back unanswered. In those times, remember that I am never idle. Even in the waiting, I am working, shaping your character, deepening your trust, preparing circumstances you cannot yet see. The waiting is not wasted. It is a sacred space where faith is refined and hope is strengthened. I see the sacrifices you make, the ways you put others before yourself, the quiet acts of service that go unnoticed by the world. These are precious to me. I delight in your willingness to serve, to give, to love without expectation of return. Know that nothing done in love is ever wasted. Every act of kindness is a seed that will bear fruit in its time.